Hello everybody, this is Canagraphs here. This is a set report for Supergirl, Season 6, Episode 11. This is part 1 of a few parts that are going to come out, so there'll be more coming out later this month. But in this first part, I just went over some of the early stuff that happened on the first of 2 days of filming that they had downtown Vancouver. You can see some water spraying in the air there and a little fire on the ground. They started the day doing some stunts, and you see a guy like getting ready to run there, and they do a scene where everyone's running around in a panic. You'll see an explosion in right there. I get a better clip of the explosion in the next take because I didn't know what was going on. I had literally showed up to set. I hadn't even been there a minute, and this scene happened, so I had no idea what the best position was or anything yet. So this take, I got a little better position. Got a little better view of the explosions you'll see when they start their scene. You can see they have a couple of cars on fire. They have emergency vehicles like scattered around, and you can see a bunch of debris on the ground. You know, it's your typical, big bad event going on. So there's another explosion there, and then that one there, and they did this take about 5 or 6 times, which is honestly a lot. Usually any scenes I ever see where they do an explosion, that's the stunt doubles reacting to the explosion. They did one take with the stunt doubles come in and react to it. I don't know why, because it was something that regular people, the regular cast could do. Here's the regular cast now on set. And they did one take. Not this one, I think it's the next one. They did one take with the live explosion, and it's kind of curious that they had the stunt doubles come in literally to do a couple of takes of it with the explosion, considering they would get the actors to come in and do it. I don't know what's going on in this scene, by the way. All I know is you saw the entire, all 5 characters there standing, and they all walked towards the back end of that truck. Or the front end of the truck, sorry. And I don't know what's going on, but I do know that there was another character on set. If you've seen my set photos, you'll know who I'm talking about. And she was also around at the time of the filming. So I believe she was probably in this scene, but I never saw her physically filming, so I don't actually honestly know. I'm just assuming based on the fact she was on set and they're facing somebody. So you see that's the end of the take there. They go back to prep and get ready for the next take, which, is kind of what they always do when they're on set. You know, they just relax for a minute between takes and get ready for the next one. This is the other take. I think this is the one with the explosion. This is from the start. I don't know why, but Brainy and Supergirl are kind of not in sync when they jump, because I thought they should be. You'd think they would land at the same time because it's going to look weird on camera if they don't, but they weren't. So here you'll see the explosion. There it is. And unlike the other ones, like when they did the earlier ones, they did 2 explosions for the cast on set. They only did the 1 explosion. And this is all there was for this scene. There'll be a lot more video in upcoming portions. But for now, this is all I had to put in this. So you'll see the rest soon, hopefully. Thanks for dropping by. Here's the scene. See, Melissa Benoist is mimicking that she's being choked by something in the scene. You'll see a couple of the heroes rush to her side in a moment. There's Nicole and David, and behind her, Jesse. And just off camera is Chyler somewhere. I don't know if she shows up in that part of the scene, but they did that take for a few minutes. I think they maybe did 4 or 6 takes of it. I don't know the context of the scene. I only got to see parts of it because the way the street is set, it was really hard to see everything. Here is Nicole Maines. She was practicing with this rope that apparently is a thing she uses in the show. And she was off on the side during a break when she wasn't needed, practicing a stunt scene that she had to do later. So see her here, she'll do like a head bob thing, then twist around, then she just throws the rope. And she practiced that probably for about 10 or 15 minutes. And then she did it a little bit without the rope too, making sure she had you know, the routine down. When you're out there, you definitely don't want to mess up a stunt related thing, because things can go wrong. You know, if you mess up a line while you're speaking, nothing much happens. You know, except a couple of minutes, everyone's time is wasted. But if you mess it up when you're throwing a rope at someone, you know, you could hurt someone if it hits them the wrong way. So it's good to practice. Here are all 5 heroes. You see Jesse, Nicole, Chyler, Melissa, and David all lined up together there, and they do their superhero walk through the city. Hey, what's going on? We have people running in a panic. Maybe something bad is going on here thing. And they stop, and they're looking up at something. You can see them kind of just looking up a little bit, but I don't know what they would be looking at. Alright, so here are some set photos from this day of shooting. Here you can see the background for like the vehicles that were there on fire. This is one of the explosions that happened. You can see crew or background people running around. There's another one. You can see like a girl jumping during it too. It's a pretty large explosion. This is David Harewood just relaxing in between takes, you know. Here is Chyler and David facing me with Jesse Rath walking away from me holding a canister. There's Chyler again on set. This is the first time anyone had seen her in her with the Sentinel badge on her shoulder. You can just see it there on the edge of her right shoulder. Nope, sorry, left shoulder. Here she is in action in a scene that they did later in the day that you saw in the video there. Here is Melissa on set getting ready for a scene, getting her hair out of the way. There she is again, doing the same thing. It was windy that day at times, so they were frequently having to do that. It seems like every photo I took of her, she was trying to move her hair out of the way. Nicole had the same problem a couple of times during the day too, I noticed. Here's a scene, the one where she was doing the choking thing. There she is, actually pretending to be choked. I don't know what's going on. Here is Nicole practicing her lasso or rope tricks, whatever you want to call it. Here's some of the members together between takes. There's Nicole, Chyler, David, just waiting to shoot. This is one of the scenes, and you can see Jesse is about to land on the ground. There's all 5 of them, with Nicole and Jesse on the far end, and you have Chyler, David, and Melissa in the middle. There they are again, just standing, assessing the situation. You know, they came in as a group. I guess they just stick together as a group instead of spreading out and looking to see what's going on. This is that scene, Nicole is pretending to be pulling on a rope and Jesse comes to help her with it. She practiced all those lasso tricks with the rope and then didn't even use a rope in the scene they shot. This is some background boards they had, and you can see a bunch of different posters. They have stuff like National City on them and all that. There's a missing cat poster on there, which I'm like, I hope they find Nico. I really hope Nico gets returned home. Anyways, that's it for this set. There'll be more Supergirl stuff coming up soon. I was just at a set last week, so look for that in the next couple of weeks. Thanks for your time. And if you want more Supergirl content, I have some on my site, and link to the blog with all my photos is below.